Well, hello there. Good morning and welcome to Rovali's Daily Podcast. It is a gorgeous day. Now, I'm going to be silent for just a second because I want you to hear. Okay. There is no munching. But now, be ready because you're going to hear Sanchez in the background eating. Yum, 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 yum. He's looking at me right now. He heard me. Come here, Bubby. Up here. Come here. Come here. You guys got to see this guy. Come here. There he is right there, my friends. There he is right there. Come here, Sanch. Come here. Oh, man. And then he's camera shy. Go figure. Anyway, yeah, he'll be eating soon. But, he got mad at me because I put him on camera. He went upstairs. He got mad at me and went upstairs. Can you believe that guy? Have a toast, have a toast, have a toast. Ooh, this is warm on a cool morning. A warm cup of coffee. Check it, check it. Oh, man, that's a good cup of coffee. It's perfect. I can't wait. I almost can't wait for winter. So check it out. We are tomorrow. We're going to be putting up some patio furniture and putting out these things together because we're having a late fall, early fall party. And it's just a little family thing that we're going to get together and barbecue some burgers, I believe. And so we got to put some stuff together, and I'm super excited about that. So that'll happen tomorrow on our day off, and I'm excited about it. All right. So welcome to Rovali's Daily Podcast. Did I say that already? Did I? I think I did. So I am looking outside right now. The skies are still blue. Can you believe it? They are a little cloudy. There's some wispy clouds, but that's no big deal. It's going to clear up because the high today temperature is 71 degrees. So it is going to be a perfect day for getting out, a perfect day for going for a hike, a perfect day for going for a bike ride, a walk, doing some yard work, maybe raking up some leaves, and most importantly, dining at Rovali's. You know I got to work that in, guys. You just know I do. But it's going to be a perfect day for the patio. Now, I have to admit, I messed up yesterday, okay? So I'm going to confess to you guys right here, right now. I did not get the propane. I was supposed to go refill the tanks, switch them out yesterday. I did not. And my apologies to the folks that were dining out on the patio last night. It's a little cold. But here's the good news, okay? I will be doing it after my podcast this morning. And I'm going to go down to Rovali's and get all the empty tanks and go to Home Depot and switch them all out. And we will have full tanks with our fire pits outside. They will all be lit up nice and bright, and it'll be nice and warm. We have people standing around them last night, warming their hands. It was pretty cool. I like to see that. And, it reminds me of Poe night when we celebrate Edgar Allan Poe. We're not doing it this year, unfortunately, but when we did it in the past, it was cool because we did it in October, of course. And but it was nice to see people kind of bundled up, and they were having dinner and drinking wine and they're drinking hot chocolate and different things like that, and watching these awesome performances. And so that kind of took me back yesterday when I saw the family around the fire pits kind of warming their hands, and talking and just enjoying themselves. It was great. And you know what? That reminds me. So the title on my podcast today is The Stories That People Tell. And last night was just a really amazing night. I talked to so many of our guests. A lot of them were new first timers, and a lot of repeat friends and family that come in. And it was so nice, I really love the atmosphere of Rovali's. And, we like to, you've often heard me say that I like to create an experience and that kind of stuff. And the whole team works to that end. But it's really nothing without you guys. It really isn't, because I've often said you can have the most beautiful home in the world, but if there's no people living in it, it's not a home, it's a house. And that's kind of the same thing with Rovali's. Rovali's, we love our team, we love our family that works with us and works so hard for us and do the do the things that they need to do. But without you, okay, and I know that sounds really rudimentary and simplistic, and well, obviously, if you don't have customers, and you don't have a business. It's not that. It's the stories. It's the experience that both of these things have to come together to create. You know, you have to have both sides. And last night was a great example of that. It was. It really was. You know, I walked around. I introduced myself to new people. I said hi to old friends, and um, but the stories that came out of it. You know, I had an elderly couple come in, and they were so excited to be back. They said, you know, we used to dine with you when you were in Layton, and that was like over 10 years ago. and and I said, oh, really? I said, and they said we had moved out of state for the last long time, and we just barely moved back. And we were just driving up 25th Street, and we saw you, and we said, hey, that's that place that was in Layton. And they came in like right on the spot, and that just like made me feel so good. You know, it just really made me feel happy inside because they remembered us, first of all, so that's pretty cool. And secondly, that they just said, you know what, let's stop there. Let's, you know, they didn't say, hey, we'll go there next week or whatever. They just said, let's stop. They drove by, they saw it, they said, we got to go in there. and and then they had a great dinner. So, you know, that's one of the many stories, because I always tell people, wow, you made my night. If they tell me something that kind of surprises me, and, you know, a kind of a feel-good story. That's just great. I love that. You know, I try to give that to you guys when you come in, and when you give it back, it's awesome. I absolutely love it. You know, we had another group of people that always come in. They come in regularly, but I don't know. Last night they were, you know, we just talked and we shared stories, and it was just really pleasant, and it was great. You know, we all know, and I don't really talk about it because, you know, you hear enough about it. But with all the stuff going on around in our world today, and to be able to come to Rovali's and experience, for me too, as well for as you and our team, and that is, you know, just pleasantness and peace and harmony, and everybody is welcome at Rovali's, regardless of any leanings or views or anything that anybody has. You're always welcome. You know, you're always welcome. And it was felt so much last night. The whole vibe of Rovali's was just that kind of a feeling. It was, everybody was in a great mood. You know, and everybody was talking and hanging out, and it was just really, really nice. And you know, being in the restaurant business, and I told somebody this last night, as a matter of fact. I said, you know, this is why I do this, because of these stories. You know, yes, the business part is always going to be the business part. You know, we have to sell food, we have to make money, we have to pay, but we're helping families support themselves and each other. You know, and I don't want to act like, you know, it's some kind of a, you know, heroic thing. I'm just saying small business is small business, and that's just a fact. But the stories that go along with it, you know, when you've often heard me say, and if you're first time viewers, I'll say this to you guys directly. When you sit down and share a meal with people, it's really kind of an intimate thing. And it was always meant to be. You know, it was always meant to be when you gather around the dinner table. You know, so often these days we don't gather around the dinner table, or even at a restaurant. We don't, you know, when you look at each other and you converse and you talk about the day. But when you do that, when you break bread with somebody, it's really a special thing. And that's how we've always looked at it. And that is like one of the most satisfying things to me, for my vision and for my worldview and all that kind of stuff. That's what is important to me, is like those stories and you know, and hearing the things that people have to say. It's just really great. And last night was, you know, it was one of those nights. It really was. It was just a great night that, uh, that was just, you know, I don't even know. I mean, I've said enough. Uh, you know, I said quite enough about it, but it was just a special night. Last night was a very special night. And I'm going to show you my features real quick because I can feel myself droning on, right? And we don't want to drone. But I do want to thank everybody that dined with us last night. I want to thank those folks that shared um, their stories with me last night, and just the pleasantries and the jokes and all that kind of stuff. It was great. So, and also don't forget, I will be um, sharing or getting new propane tanks for outside on the patio. So let me show you my features real quick. Okay, guys. My featured dish tonight is the artichoke chicken penne, and I'm just going to roll through these real fast because I've taken enough of your time, but thank you for watching anyway. So we have the artichoke chicken penne, and oops, there we go. Okay, so now I'm trying to rush. Okay, and then we have the German chocolate cake. That one's really super tasty. My wine of the evening is the When We Dance Chianti, and we sold a lot of that last night. Woohoo! Whole bottles, man. It was awesome. And our homemade eclair pie. Ooh, that's a good one, my favorite, of course. And we also have the Rovali's pesto. We had somebody that says, I only order pesto, because I try to talk them into the chicken, artichoke chicken penne, and they said, no, I'm pesto. Just give me the pesto. Don't try. Don't even try. I tried it, and they said, don't try. And our Italian cheesecake, really delicious. We also have the Italian cream cake. That did really well last night as well. And ooh, the banana brownie cheesecake. That one was really good. And that's a newer recipe. We also have the banana brownie. So take that banana brownie, put that on underneath the cheesecake, and you got 2 for 1. Great deal. The El Norte Mexican lager, really good beer. We sold a lot of that as well last night. The sweet potato bourbon cake. Woohoo! Great cake. If you like carrot cakes, you're going to flip over this one right here. And my cocktail, featured cocktail is the fresh kiwi and blueberry mojito. And it's also got fresh mint too. Everything's fresh in that drink. It's good. And my amaretto tiramisu. Somebody asked me last night, tell me a little bit about that. And I told them, and you can see by the picture, it's just so very moist, and once you take a bite, you're hooked. You're hooked, and they did get it, I believe. The chocolate decadence. We had somebody that wanted to buy a whole cake, and unfortunately, we could not sell them the whole cake because you have to order that in advance, because we have to save this for the people that walk in, you know, that want to dine with us. So if we're selling them before people come in for dinner, we don't want to shortchange anybody. We want to try and, you know, and but don't forget, if you want to order a whole cake, you can. We do require between 48 hours and 72 hours, depending on the type of cake. For example, the tiramisu, the chic tiramisu, that takes 72 hours because it's got to set up and everything. The other cakes, most of the other cakes are 48 hours, and you can order it online at rovalis.com, ROVALIS.com, and you can place the order for a whole cake for your special occasion. And we also have, so this is my pitch last night for this particular cocktail. We take the Long Island iced tea and the Moscow Mule, and we bring them together to form the Long Island Mule. And we sold some of those last night. Very, very nice. The Rovali's homemade tiramisu. We had people come in just specifically for that, and they wanted just the tiramisu. They got it to go, and bada boom, bada bing, they were gone. All right, you guys, so that is my presentation. And thank you so much for spending time with me today. We want to see you today or tonight at Rovali's for lunch or dinner, and we're super excited to serve you. I hope tonight and today is just as filled with stories and and positivity as yesterday was, because it was amazing. Thank you guys. All right, I am out of here. We shall see you on the flip side. Ciao for now.